Greetings children, welcome to the online classes. This is Aishwarya. Please like and subscribe the channel for the further updated videos. The following video is for class 3, subject General Science, chapter 12, States of Matter. So in this lesson, we learned that all the matters are made of small minute particles called molecules, and arrangement of these molecules define the state of the matter. That means in which state it is, whether it is in the solid state or a liquid state or a gaseous state. So to begin with, we'll just revise of what we did in the previous videos. Solid state means the molecules in a solid are densely and tightly packed. That means if you leave a solid on a table, it will not flow away. It will just stay in that place unless and until we move that thing or we move that solid. Okay. It can be of anything, right? So the molecules in a solid are densely and tightly packed. Then liquid state. The liquid state, now there are three main properties of solid state. That is, a solid has a definite shape, a solid has a definite mass, a solid has a definite volume. Next is the liquid state. Liquid state means the molecules of any liquid are loosely packed, so they do not have a definite shape. They don't have a definite particular shape. So the three main properties of a liquid are: a liquid does not have a definite shape, it does not have a definite mass, it does not have a definite volume. So that these are the three main properties of liquid. So continuing in your textbook from page number 108, the molecules of any liquid are loosely packed, so they do not have a definite shape. A liquid takes up the same amount of space and takes the shape of its container. This also we learned in the water or the oil. If you put it in any container, it takes the shape of that container. They don't have any particular shape. Okay, we can pour a liquid from one container to another because liquids flow easily. You cannot hold a liquid easily. We cannot hold the liquid in our hands easily. It can easily slip away from our hand. The shape of the liquid changes with the shape of its container. The volume of the liquid remains the same. That means unless you increase the volume, that means 1 liter of water will remain as 1 liter of water, but the shape of that water will change when you change the container. The volume of 1 liter of water will be the same whether it is in a jug or a pot. The volume remains the same, but the shape changes. Now you might think that we pour sugar or any powder into a container and it takes the shape of the container, right? That is powder. We think that powder is a solid, but then how is it taking the shape of the container? But sugar or any other powder come under solids. Why? Because you can hold sugar in your hand. If you put sugar in one place, it remains there and does not move away. Sugar that you have in your hand is made of sugar crystals. Sugar crystals means they're small crystals like sand are made of small stone crystals. So sugar is also made of small sugar crystals. You can actually see and hold each crystal. The sugar crystal does not change shape, so we can say sugar is a solid. Understood? That is why sugar is a solid, and because it does not flow away, it has a separate crystal. Next is the gaseous state. Gaseous state means as molecules of a gas are very far away, they do not have any shape of their own. The gaseous states, the molecules in the gaseous state, you can see here, the molecules are very far away and it cannot be of same shape. Okay, they'll take the shape of the container just like the liquids. They take the shape of the container itself just like the liquids. Then the three main properties of gas are: a gas does not have a definite shape, a gas does not have a definite mass, a gas does not have a definite volume. Okay, these three are the main properties of gas. Then but unlike liquids and solids, most gases are invisible. Liquid and solid, they are always visible to us, but these gases are um, invisible. Gases do not have a fixed volume, as they try to fill up all the available space. The molecules of the gas spread out to cover all the space available to them. We can fill the same quantity of air in a 1 liter or a 2 liter container. This ability of the gas molecules to move and fill the available space means that we can compress the gas. If you put a lot of weight on the gas molecules, the gas molecules will start coming closer to each other and it will get compressed. When it gets compressed, it changes into the liquid form, but it will take up the whole space of the whole container. Understood? Next is change of state. Now we understood that we have three different states, that is solid, liquid and gas. Now we will understand how the change of state happens, like from solid to liquid, or from liquid to gas, or from solid directly to gas. All these kinds of changes or keep happening around us. Okay, like one best example I can give you is when you're using ghee in your house. Usually in winter the ghee takes the solid form, it is not in the liquid form. Okay, so when it takes the solid form, your mother, before serving it, she heats it up little. Okay, on the stove she takes a little of ghee in a pot, she heats that up, so that because of the heat the solid form of ghee changes to the liquid form. So that kind of changes keep happening around us in everyday life. So some matter can change their states. That means they can change from solid to liquid, to gas, and vice versa. Vice versa means gas to liquid and solid. To and fro is nothing but vice versa. So first we will see solid to liquid. So solid to liquid is the other name for the change in the state is melting. So when I say melting, what comes to your head? Ice creams. We all love ice creams, isn't it? The process where a solid matter changes into a liquid is called melting. When we light a candle, the wax melts into liquid. Right, when there is a power cut or anything, when you light a candle, it changes into liquid form. You know, ice cream melts when you leave it in the open. You will not know, because as soon as you get the ice cream, you will start eating it, right? No. Next time if you get an ice cream in your hand, just check it out. If you're eating slowly also, the ice creams will start melting. Whoever eats slowly will have these kind of experiences, right? Then liquid to gas state. As you have already learned about evaporation, what happens in evaporation? The liquid form of water changes into water vapor, that is the gaseous form. So water which is in liquid changes into water vapor when we supply heat. This process is called evaporation. So best way to remember the solid to liquid is melting, and liquid to gas is evaporation. Now from both melting and evaporation we must apply heat to the matter. Even if you want to melt something, or even if you have to change the water into water vapor, you have to apply heat. Okay, there is one small, let's explore in page number 110. Let us look at how the state of matter changes using water. You need some water and try to do the following experiment at home. Freezing. Put a glass of water in the freezer. The glass after overnight in the freezer, the water will turn into solid. Melting. Put the ice cube out in the open. After some time it starts turning into liquid, right? Evaporation. Boil the water in a kettle. There will be steam coming out, which is nothing but water vapor, which is the process of evaporation. Condensation. Put a glass full of cold water on a table. Glass full of cold water on a table, if you put, you can see that will be water particles outside the glass also. Okay, there's one more thing. You all must have seen camphor or karpura in your house, isn't it? Karpura or the camphor, it is in solid state. Now when you apply heat to this particular item, it changes directly into gaseous form. So like this, there are different kinds of changes that keeps happening around us in our day-to-day life. So I hope you have understood this lesson, children. Stay at home, stay safe, take care of yourself, and keep learning. Try to do the exercises in your textbooks as well as your workbooks. Thank you.